Hello, creatives. Thank you for dropping by. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps the channel out, helps the algorithms, and helps us grow. I really appreciate it. Today, I want to talk about something that a lot of us have done, but we haven't kind of followed through with. When you have something that you need to get done, the hardest part, the hardest part is to begin. So today's thought is to begin because to begin is half the work. And let me kind of explain what that means. A lot of times we get something called analysis paralysis, where we're thinking about all the things we've got to get done, and I've got to get this done, and I've got to get that done, and I've got to get the other thing done, and I've got five other things here to do over here, and 10 things over here. And by the time we get through all that thinking, all that analysis, we still haven't done anything. So today, what I want you to do is to consider beginning. Just begin. Take one thing and begin. You got to get the cupboard straightened out. You got to get, you know what? Start with something simple. Make your bed. You make your bed. Get that started. And then you got that done. You've accomplished one thing. You move on to the next. Okay. I'm gonna take care of the dishes. Okay, get the dishes done. You don't do anything else but the dishes, and you get those done. Then okay, I wanna clean the living room. Okay, clean the living room. That's it. Oh, and then okay, after that, now I got some work to do. I'm gonna tackle some projects. You don't tackle all the projects at once. Make yourself a nice little list. Not a to-do list because you're already doing it, but to-do kind of puts it somewhere in the future. No, get a list where this is what I'm going to tackle right now. For the next 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to focus on this. And then do that for the next 20, 30 minutes. Then, if you need to move on to something else, you do, or if not, you stay with the same thing. But the key here is the momentum to move, to get, to begin, to start. Because many times we get stuck in, I'm going to, or I really want to, or I'm about to. And all these statements are future statements, but nothing's getting done while you're saying this, while you're planning to do things. You got to get out of the planning stage. Let's begin today. Today, let's make it a day of beginning. It's because to begin is half the work, because once you begin, other things start opening up for you. You start realizing, oh, I got to get this done as well. So let me make a note to get that, to call that person, or to follow up with that person and see if that needs to get done. And then something else comes up. You say, okay, now that I know that, I've got to make sure this other thing is done. And all of a sudden, you're taking on many things, but it's organized, as opposed to, well, I've got to get that, and I've got to get that, and I've got to get this, and I've got to get that. And you're all over the place. As they say, the old saying is like a chicken with its head cut off. You're all over the place. You don't know where you're going. You're not organized about it. And at the end of the day, when you look back, nothing is done. You had a lot of thinking done, and there's nothing wrong with thinking, but it's not as productive as actually doing. And today, I want you to consider doing. You want to do these things. You want to begin. Just begin. I'm asking you just to begin today. Not saying complete the project, get it done, get it complete, finish, and you're it's over. Yay! No, just begin. Take the small steps and begin. Because if you begin, you'll find that you gain momentum. You'll find that that rust kind of comes off a little bit, and you're willing to do it. I'll give you me for example. Training in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning is usually when I train. That's when I'm still a little sweaty, right? But in the beginning, it's hard to do that. To get up at 4, actually 3:45, because I got to start by 4 because I have a school run by 6:45, 7 o'clock. But I got things I got to do before then. So 3:45, out of bed. My bed is so cozy and warm. It's like, no, just stay here. 5, 10 more minutes. You could stay here. No, I got to get up. I got 3:45. I got to begin. If I can just get out of bed, my clothes are already ready. My exercise stuff is ready. All I have to do is that small motion of beginning. I begin. I move my kettlebells. I get everything ready. I take my towel, my water. I'm ready to go. When I do that, when I start with that, just that beginning, I can get my workout in. I can get my training in. But if I don't do that, if I stay in bed for another 10 minutes and I think about training and I consider how awesome it is to train, and I ponder about the benefits of training, but I'm not doing any training, guess what happens? The time is going to pass anyway. So I get a choice. I can pass that time training, or I can pass that time thinking about training. It's the same thing like writing. I got a great idea. Oh, I got all the characters. Oh, I've got the setting. It's perfect. I can think about it and think about it and think about it. But if I only think about it, the book doesn't get written. It doesn't get out there because all I've done is think. But once I begin, I get that first sentence, I get that first paragraph, I get that first chapter. Now it starts to take shape. Now there's this form to the idea. It starts to come alive. So today I want you to consider beginning. Just begin. Don't go too far. Just begin. And you'll find that when you begin, you'll start having more ideas and more energy to do what you need to get done. Have a great day and be uncommon. Be uncommon.